non-inclusivity and a lot more like that than just siblings being siblings. And the reason I say that is because I clearly saw when that happened to you, because you were not part of the clique, you were excluded, you could say bullied, quotation marks. And if that happened to you, who was there from the beginning, how would an outsider be treated? Definitely not any better. So my take is that it's a lot stronger in the other way than how you portray it, because I've seen it to happen to you, and I hated it when I saw it, and that was not that long ago. The reason I talk strongly about it is like when I said before, because I saw it happen to my wife, and I did not like that.
What's up, you guys? It is Mary, and we want you to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below, y'all, because today we are going to be talking about Tony exposing Mykelti siblings. But before that, we have a little announcement. My baby girl Zenny, she is pregnant with kittens. Yes, so she is pregnant. She is due February 2024. We were not planning on breeding our cats per se, but an open window led to this blessing. So here we are. But yes, you all, let's get into the video.
I know, you're so excited about it.
Yeah, we have a bunch of little kittens running around. I have to set up her little cat room. It's gonna be like my art studio / cat birthing center. So I'm gonna have some furniture made for her and her babies coming. They're gonna probably be orange because the baby daddy is an orange cat.
Did you take pictures of the cat?
I have a video. I have a couple of videos of him and her before the incident even happened. Because we have cats who come on our property all the time. But yeah, she was in heat. He heard her calling, and Dada left the window open.
He came a running.
Yes, Dada apparently accidentally
Cats
left
doing what cats do.
Our windows are very easy to open in this house.
So the cats just uses her little claws.
Yeah. And
you all cat people know what we're talking about.
Yeah. So
tell us, how can you keep those screens closed?
Yeah, I heard screaming. And then I saw the two. And then it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
It was a wrap. It was.
Yeah. But let's get into the video, you guys. Tony is basically, I feel like he basically kind of exposed the siblings. And he basically revealed, because I think she was kind of talking about the bullying with Robin's kids and stuff. But then he talked about how, well, they bullied you, and I saw you get bullied and all this stuff. And she was trying to lower a gentle wing to her siblings. But it just seemed like Tony wasn't willing to give any grace. Yeah. And my thing, he was acting as if this had happened last week. Yeah. And this was like almost, I would say, probably a decade ago. Because talk about this when he first came into the family. Yeah. Well, they've been married for what, 8 years?
He said I have.
Well, they've been married for 7 years.
He said he's known the family for 8 years.
Okay, so he's known the family. Okay, so this was a little less than a decade ago. But it's still a long time, and I'm sure they're like good friends by now. Yeah. And my opinion is like, okay. But yeah, it just seemed like Tony was not willing to give any grace. We introduced ourselves. But yeah, it just didn't seem like he was willing to give the siblings any grace to me. And then it just seemed like he was so, like, I always just feel like you should not, if someone is in a certain situation, you should never be more upset about the situation than they are. Yeah. Than the actual person who's actually going through it. Yeah. And he was acting as if it was something that was done to him.
Yeah, I think that he sounded to be more upset about the sibling. I think he maybe projected a little bit, because I think I don't really think because of Mykelti and what he saw her siblings do to her when she was a teenager, and they were also teenagers. I'm thinking.
Well, I'm sure you have had fights.
Well, when did he come into the fight? He came when he was what, like
in Las Vegas?
Okay, in Las Vegas. I'm trying to think. Mykelti was already in college when she met him.
No, she was not.
She was working, but she had graduated.
She never graduated, actually.
No, I mean from high school.
Well, she graduated.
So she was probably already 17 or 18 when they met. So I just feel as though he has held on to whatever was going on. And my thing, Tony,
My thing is, I don't think it was even his wife. I feel like maybe he felt the siblings mistreated him.
that's
and
how
he was
I
projecting
felt.
it. That's
with
what I
Tony.
feel.
That he's upset. The brothers probably didn't like him. Because all the families were, all of the wives were probably concerned for Mykelti. Like, she was only 18.
And then
here you come. And I actually didn't like Tony.
You
for
should
Mykelti.
You should take out a second mortgage for a wedding. Oh, because you can't pay for it. I gotta put myself in debt for a wedding.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But not only, he was also, I remember when they went on that little trek.
That
of the
hike.
thing. He wasn't even trying to help her as she was coming up. I just felt like he wasn't a gentleman then.
And then you talk about how I'm protective of my wife. Yet you sit in the comfortable vlogging chair though.
I know.
Okay.
And you could tell that that's more comfortable because that's the one. In fact, I remember when
Mykelti actually
he got
said-
the new chair, and I was like, but why didn't he just give? And then he passed on his old chair to her. I'm like, why didn't he just let her have the new chair, and you continue to have your black and red gaming chair? But he doesn't do that. So when she was by herself, she was in the gray chair, right?
Yeah.
Why can't she be comfortable, Tony? I mean,
You're
can you
the
tell us
man.
that? Like, why can't she be comfortable for the 2 hours? I mean, you guys are not on the stuff long. For the 2 hours that you all do it on Tuesday, can she not be on the comfortable chair? Like, you care so much about her. Look, I don't like to get into people's marriages and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
miss me with your, I am doing this because I'm protective of my wife.
And it happened to my wife. Yeah, it happened to your wife, meaning that it did not happen to you. So I feel like he should be like
But the way he's
Travis
acting-
Barker, where like he is with Courtney. Courtney has gone through some horrible crap with her family.
Right,
Okay.
with the Kardashians,
But you
yeah.
know what he does? He does not go. He doesn't go talk badly about her family. He doesn't get all the yakbasu because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's her family.
Yes.
And when you talk bad about them, you're essentially kind of talking bad about
About
her
her.
family, where she came from.
And my thing too is like, he does it, she looks uncomfortable about it, but you still continue
gets
to
so
say,
brazen about
and
it.
even when sometimes she's trying to explain to him, she's not making excuses. She now is an adult, she has children of her own.
Right.
She is able to sit back to understand that, okay, I can see why, like one of her subscribers said, like, this was a recipe for disaster. And it was. You're bringing a woman into this polygamous situation, without Robin. You guys are having a whole TV show. You, Cody, are there being very responsible, talk about how this is the love of your life. You all are telling children to...
Basically, shut up, sit down.
You're not even allowing them to even express in private, because Janelle talked about this, that the problems that they have with this. So of course, teenagers, they can't take it out directly on Robin, right?
Or on the
they can't
adults.
take it out on Cody. They can't take it out on their mamas.
'Cause of
So
respect.
what are they going to take it out on? They're going to take it out on the children, right?
Their
On each
peers.
other.
Yeah.
And so Mykelti, away from it now, understands it, has made her peace with the ones that she had the most problems with. But you're here, and you will never let her forget it, and you will never let her get into any kind of healing space. So how is that even protecting her? Even now, as she has healed from it and everything, you still come with that same venom and the same anger that happened back then, and you're bringing it up again to stir up some pot. And you're doing that for her sake? No, you do that for your sake.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
you need healing on some of those things. And my thing also is, and Mykelti, yeah, God bless you. You sitting there like, oh, you know, quiet man. You know,
Wasn't that the
protect me. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Anywho,
I just felt like
I
that
don't
whole
want to get
thing.
too much in you all's marriage and stuff. I
This
wish
is
you
also
well.
why you don't
but-
tell your spouse everything that's going on. You might have, like me, I'm never going to sit down here and tell my spouse all the ins and outs of my family.
Yeah.
Because the last thing I need is for you to come and throw it in my face in an argument.
Mm-hmm.
And then for you to come talk about, oh, why I got to respect your daddy? Why I respect your mama? Y'all had an argument last week.
Mm-hmm.
Or like,
Or
who
when you're
needs
trying
that?
to get them to be accountable for their stuff, right?
They'll try to turn it on
they
you.
turn it on you and say, well, you know something, this is what happened with your family, and I can see this is why you're acting this way to me. Yeah.
This is also why you don't get involved with married people business. Like, if
Be
your
a
sister
support
is
system.
married or whatever, you don't go and get involved in the marriage. Because at the end of the day, they're going to make up and have their little good time or whatever, and they'll be good and they'll be forgotten about. But you'll still be here, sitting down here like a falulu, still remembering to be like, remember when he did this, did that, and the third? Oh, girl, I can't remember that. We had a good time last week. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you just don't get all involved. And I feel like Tony, he seemed more upset about it than she did. And she even tried to correct him several times.
And that's the thing.
And he kept on persisting.
You see, that's the problem I have
saw it with
him.
you. I saw it with
Yeah.
you. You were bullied. You were bullied, okay?
You're not even validating what she just said. She just took the time to explain how her viewpoint and her perception has evolved as whatever age she is now, woman. And you totally push that to the side. I was there though. I was there. And you were so upset about that. So I don't know how that is protecting her. I don't know how that is loving her. And I don't know how that is validating her, because you're certainly not validating the new Mykelti and what she thinks. The healed Mykelti and what she's thinking. You're certainly not validating her now.
And then you make
But you rather want her to kind of, it's almost like those men who want to kind of keep you
in a certain space
where they found you. You know how it is when, let's remove gender from it, but you know how when it is, you have been friends with people, right? And then all of a sudden you start to elevate, like you start to evolve, you've done a lot of self-development, right? And you start to kind of grow and elevate and go into another like higher vibrational level. And they want to kind of keep you where they want to remind you where you were, to kind of prevent you, like that crab in a bucket, to prevent you from going there. That's how it appears to me with Tony.
Yeah.
And that's something you have to check, Tony, because you have some kind of control problem. That's what I see. But you're young, you're only in your 20s, and this is the time for you to work on it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it's going to be an issue later on in this relationship. Because a person like Mykelti, you're not going to be hold her down that long. And on top of that, she has a Gemini energy. Isn't she a Gemini?
And then also
you're
she
not
has
going
her
to be
mom,
able to
Christine.
keep her there.
Yeah.
You're not. You're not going to be able to keep her there like that. So you have got to evolve
and grow
and check that control thing that you got going. And you got to do some healing of your own, because maybe you were teased. Because he also sounds like someone who was bullied, right? So this is something that it triggers him also when he's talking, right? And so that's why I feel like there's a lot of projection going on. But that's something you got to, just like how Mykelti's there, like, you know, trying to work on herself. You got to also try to do that so that you guys grow together. If not,
it's going to be a disaster.
It's going to be a disaster.
And she has her mama who has left a whole polygamous situation, a whole man with 6 kids. And her leaving you,
and
having
a grandmother,
3 kids is nothing.
so she has that in her bloodline.
To leave a man.
Well, not to stay in nonsense for a long time. Not to be with someone who wants to kind of put her in some box. You see, she said she has always been the person who has who's her own person, right? Her siblings didn't understand it because they were kind of used to assimilating. They had their little cliques and all that stuff, right? And she's that one, that unicorn, whatever. And you're not going to be able to do this for long. So that's all I got to say about you, Tony. And listen, you were gone for a while. I don't know if you were missed. I certainly didn't miss you. I wish this particular episode Mykelti had done it herself. I saw myself. Anyway,
but he's back
and
for
then
part
he was
3
quiet.
and
He was quiet for a while to the point that he started to sulk. You know, Mykelti has to be like, well, say something. And Mykelti also,
man, but
you
then
don't have
also
to pander to him either. Like, if he's quiet, let him stay quiet. He ain't got nothing to say.
Well, my thing is also, I feel like, Tony, you should not be there. It's not your family. No one actually wants your opinion. I'm sorry, and I swear I'm not trying to be mean at all. but nobody actually wants your opinion there. You're the spouse. Like, if Maddie went out here today and was talking about her family, I don't expect Caleb to be there. I don't
Speaking more than her.
No, I don't. And I don't expect him to go and
having all
badmouth her.
this venom for siblings.
And it's bad enough that they have all these people making content about them. The last thing I need is for my own spouse to go and talk bad about my siblings. You know what I'm saying?
Who I never liked. And you know something? Let me say this about good woman Robin. Mykelti, Tony, the only reason that lady
like y'all was
opened her arms to you, Mykelti, because she had done her little observation, and I don't want to say that
it wasn't
she didn't really
genuine.
like you.
But it was definitely a motive. I'm sorry.
There's a motive. There's a motive. You know why she embraced? Do you think, Tony, if you had come and it was Aurora, she would have embraced you? Guess what, Tony?
And you're here
Guess what? Maybe that moment, Christine would have embraced you. Maybe the siblings would have really embraced you. Look, maybe all of Christine's kids and all of Janelle's kids would have really embraced you because, oh, you're going for Robbie's child. And Robbie's having a big problem with that. Maybe that they will have really embraced you. You think that Robbie was embracing you because she really liked you? It's because she saw that Christine was concerned. And so here she go.
And he'll torture her further. And also, Rob would not have accepted you, especially you coming here boldly. Like, we know you from Adam talking about mortgage, do a second mortgage on your house. Are you high? Are you drunk? Or both? Like, who says that? If I had a man who came and told you, single mother, also not like not working, like retired. Oh, can you put your house up? Not that we even have a mortgage. We're telling you, oh, let's mortgage your house. I would have to look at that man up and down and be like, this is not going to work.
But you know something? That was really was a single mother situation because Christine, the women own their own like stuff on their own, right?
But to even suggest that. But the thing is, Mykelti had given him so much power because she had told him all her belly roared with her family. This is why you don't badmouth your family.
I always tell
even
women,
if you have a horrible relationship, take your asses to therapy. Like, that is what that's for.
Gossip about that mess.
Like, your spouse should not know everything about you.
No,
I just
actually,
don't.
no.
I don't
They
believe
don't
in
need
that.
to.
Like, for what?
It's not necessary.
I'm not going to know the first time that you had your diaper on. I'm not going to know the first time your mom saw you walking. I'm not going to know all of those things. And I shouldn't want to be I should not need to know all of that. For what?
Come sit with me and tell me everything.
Let me some mystery. That's how people last 50, 60 years in marriage. Because there's a mystery. You don't know everything. Because when you know everything about a person, you get bored.
Exactly.
I know everything about you. What else is there to know?
I know.
Unless you go do something new. I mean, but really. But anyway, that's all we have to say about Tony's protective nature.
Yeah, Tony,
trying to protect himself.
Tony, you have work to do. We all do.
No one's perfect.
But there is some little controlling stuff about yourself. And some of the things you're saying, it's really showing that there's some stuff you got to work on. Maybe you were bullied. Go look into that. Maybe that's why you are the way you are. Go look into that and work with it. You're not going to be able to have this Mykelti, my quiet man. He does this because he actually, really likes me all. And we know he does because you're all married, you got 2 kids. And he really cares.
He has 3
and he's
kids.
Very protective of me. Well, 3 kids. So, it's your turn to talk now, Tony. Like, she is, like, how tiny do you have to make yourself, Mykelti, to help him to feel comfortable while you're uncomfortable in the most uncomfortable chair?
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway,
Tony, anytime I see you in that great chair, I really get annoyed. You're only there for 2 hours. She can't have the comfortable chair for the 2 hours. You ain't doing your gaming. She can't have the comfortable chair.
Can we please go back to Mykelti being the only one doing the reviews? Like, seriously. Like, I know people are trying to be nice. But
Nobody missed you, Kim. I mean, really, we were going to take, we could take a poll. Nobody really missed you. Like,
anyway, but no disrespect. Just honesty on this channel. Only honesty. Wallahi, only honesty. And nobody hates anybody here. But there are some observations. Not saying that any marriage is perfect.
No, no marriage is perfect. But you know something? Let us
Stay out
ask
of your
kids.
wife's yakba soup. She didn't put your seasonings in it. She didn't ask to put. Anyway, I will see y'all in the next video. It's Mary.
And
We might try to like
subscribe.
and comment down below.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.